All right, we're doing the video here for the upper extremity with the 50-year-old landscaper for the home care. So for the first one, we'll do range of motion. I've come from a physical therapist kind of background, did a lot of interning there, so I like doing the pendulums a lot. So I would just have them hanging off and just moving their arm is hanging limp, and they're just using their body to move that upper extremity around. To do proprioception, I would use either like a tennis ball or a soccer ball, and you can even do this in different progressions. So you could start with a tennis ball and you put it up against the wall, and you just hold there for 30 seconds. The second progression would be you are moving the ball around in circles, and you have to be able to stay up there with one hand, and that's for 30 seconds. And then the last one would be you do with your eyes closed. And then to progress, you can move to the soccer ball because it's going to be a little less stable. For balance progression, I would do something along the lines of like a push-up on a table or on a chair. So I would have them, I would do something like that I would put my feet on the table, on the chair. I'm not going to do it because I don't have a whole lot of space here. But if I move things around, it'd be very easy to do. So I would put my feet up on this, and I would just have them hold there in a plank. The second progression would be, doing it with one arm, and then this third progression would be doing it with like your eyes closed or something like that. Strengthening program, this is an easy one. I would just have them use, you said soup cans. I would think more like maybe a box of mac and cheese or something like that, and just doing curls with it. And then you can just, your progression is obviously going to be just adding more boxes of mac and cheese. And if it gets to be too many boxes, you can put them in like a bag and you just lift the bag. Functional activities, I would use that box of mac and cheese again, or use something maybe a little bit heavier, some kind of a household item. And I would have them just going through their PNF patterns and just working on that functional movement. And I would want some kind of resistance on it, of course, so that's where the boxes of mac and cheese come from. And then the cardiovascular, I did the math already. It's on this broken up plate that Pat has chewed up. But you can see here that their target heart rate is 138. So for their cardiovascular training, I would just have them, it's something simple, especially if this is going to be a 50-year-old who's probably not going to be in the greatest shape. So I would assume I would do something along the lines of like, maybe a minute of jumping jacks, or if he feels up to it and he likes to go outside, he can go for a run outside. Something simple, and then just try to track his heart rate as much as you possibly can. This is where I'd recommend having like some kind of smartwatch or something like that. It's really good for keeping track of your heart rate.